On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Oh, a pono. Hi, welcome to day 12 of the 12 days of Christmas, where every other day since December 1st, you've been receiving in your email box a short video describing a quick, small, very effective, practical spirituality tool, technique, and even a healing. The healings, there's two of them, and they're about 20-30 minutes long, but the rest of them are like 5 to 8 minutes long. And today is day 12, the December 23rd. So there will be a bonus video tomorrow in on Christmas Day. So be sure and open that up. So that's a really big gift for you. So be sure and open that up at your leisure. So today we're talking about Ho'oponopono. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's an ancient Hawaiian forgiveness process that you can use to really do a pretty much a 360 complete healing over a situation, a betrayal within yourself, between yourself and yourself, or between yourself and others or situations. And it was first taught to me by an intuitive business coach that she was magnificent for me. I'm really, really grateful for her. And she's suggested to add a fifth phrase to it. And what I mean by that is the Ho'oponopono process has 4 sentences that you repeat over and over and over again. And the let me put that in a little bit of a context. So she explained to me that she first learned about it through the psychiatric world, where there was a psychiatrist in charge of um, patients in a mental hospital. And what he would do would he would pull out their charts, and every night he would repeat these phrases over and over again um, for each patient. And then over a period of quickly, really, a couple of weeks, a month, they started getting better and better and better. And so it's a very, very powerful spiritual tool that you can use to untangle yourself from repeating patterns of betrayal, of lack of limit, of control, anything that's not love based, anything that's not going in an upward spiral, right? And so you can, when you forgive that, the core reason that you're in that pattern, then you're free of it. And then you can move on. And that's the whole reason why you want to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't get the other person off the hook. Karma takes care of that for them. Karma, they're stuck in that same repeating pattern until they do their work. And so, and remember, let them do their own path, and you just worry about you and your path. And so when we're doing forgiveness processes, they're easiest to do when you've let go of the anger and brought up some compassion. And so how I like to do it with my clients is I have an anger to self-empowerment process that gets the anger out and shows you energetically. I mean, it's just wired within you. And when you're in the process, you can see for yourself, wow, I really did deserve better. And then when you ask to see the whole situation with the Einstein method, right, from a higher perspective, then you can bring in compassion for all the people involved in the situation, for yourself and for them. And once you have that compassion and understanding, you don't have to stay in that fear. You don't have to keep your defenses up. And instead, you can forgive and let go and let love take over. So, in the spiritual world, forgiveness is the highest form of love. And it's kind of the goal, one of the biggest goals of being here. Because once you forgive, then you're in the pathway, you're embodying faith that everything is going to work out, faith in abundance, faith that humanity will prevail, faith in wherever and whatever dark path you're going on, faith that it will end in the light. Yeah. So I kind of went down a rabbit hole on that one. So back to the mechanics of Ho'oponopono. So originally there were 4 sentences. And my intuitive business coach suggested that I add a 5th one, and I'll tell you what that is when we go through how to do it. And let's do that now. So let's get down to brass tacks. How do you do Ho'oponopono? So step 1 is really connecting with them soul to soul, heart to heart. Remember, day 1 of the practical spirituality gifts that I sent you was practical namaste. And that's the light in me salutes the light in you. And basically, that's what we're doing here in step 1 is honoring your light, which is love, is honoring the light of the other person, not their humanness, not their mean, nasty ugliness, but the light of their soul, the light of their heart. And so once you can connect with that and acknowledge that, or at least be willing, you just have to be willing for all this to work, right? Then you start off with the first sentence, which would be a truth at that point, which would you say, I love you. The second sentence is, I'm sorry. The third sentence is, please forgive me. And the fourth sentence is the added sentence that my intuitive business coach suggested I add, which works really, really well, is I forgive myself. And then the last sentence that you say is thank you, right? So it goes, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I forgive myself. Thank you. And you repeat that over and over and over again until you feel a release. So, and that's why I call it a mantra. So, that will work on its own. And if you know anything about me, I always like to make things work faster, deeper, quicker, more effectively. And so, I like to add a little bit of meaning behind each one of those sentences. So when I work with when I work with it, doing this for myself and with my customers, my clients, we start off with I love you, and we're connecting soul to soul. And that's a true statement. Please forgive, I'm sorry. So the I'm sorry, and you can just say, I'm sorry you had to treat me so badly. I'm sorry you had to forget that you were divine. I'm sorry that I treated you badly. I'm sorry, I forgot that you were divine. And there's a whole lot of variation on that, but that's like the core essence of what you're sorry for. And the more specifically you can name it in your mind's eye as you're saying these sentences, the more complete the healing is going to be. So I love you. I'm sorry. The second one, the third sentence is, please forgive me. Forgive me for being stupid. Forgive me for being ignorant. Forgive me for being unconscious. And please forgive me for not standing up and holding my ground. Right? Things like that. And then the third sentence, the sentence after that is, I forgive myself. And remember, as you're doing this, you are in a spiritual state. You are connected with a divine source, and they are helping you with the words to use. And so they'll be popping up in your mind's eye because it's just stirring up memories and feelings and emotions. And so when it comes to please forgive me, I forgive myself, you'll know what you need to forgive yourself for. And then after that, then you just say, thank you. Or thank you for the lesson. Thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding. And those are the intentions behind the sentence, thank you. So to recap, Ho'oponopono is a forgiveness tool that you can use when you're ready. So not everybody's ready to forgive with betrayals, because they're atrocities, physical world atrocities, and people should be blamed. But remember, karma takes care of that. And forgiveness doesn't get them off the hook. What forgiveness does is it gets you off the hook. So when you're off the hook, then you're free of repeating limiting patterns, patterns of betrayal, patterns of disrespect, patterns of lack. And it opens you to the abundance and the love that you truly deserve. Right? When my clients work with me, before we even go into this Ho'oponopono process, we make sure we know what we're forgiving, the core essence of that. And then we're also making sure that we know when we let go of this energy of control and lack and blame and shame and guilt, right? When we let go of that, what we're going to use that energy for in the light, and so what is your soul aligned affirmation that you're going to use all this toxic energy that's no longer toxic? What are we going to use that for? That's super, super powerful. And the other magical thing that happens when you open your heart in this way is all of a sudden your seventh chakra opens wider, a little bit wider, and you can see yourself through the eyes of the divine. And when you can see yourself through the eyes of divine, combined with the pre-work that we did before Ho'oponopono, can't even say it right, combined with that work where I deserve better, and then you see yourself deserving the better that you know that you're worthy of, that's how you really embody believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, loving yourself, and believing it. So that's my Ho'oponopono gift for you. So today's the 23rd of Christmas. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and then Christmas Day. Be sure and open Christmas Day's gift because there's a beautiful, beautiful gift in there for you. Sending love, sending light, sending laughter your way. Have a most marvelous day.